since the dawn of time. One thing has remained the same. To succeed, you don't just need data, you need the right data.
Ooh, guys, it is chilly in here. Sorry. Didn't mean to disturb you guys. Listen, maybe let's just get a little fire going, huh? A fire. Guys. Oh, come on. Boys, I am gonna change your whole day, and most likely your entire species in the course of the entire world. Hey, who brought the marshmallows, am I right?
And thus, man discovered fire for the first time.
After this, buddy, I'm gonna show you how to make a wheel.
Your move, Thomas.
I'll see your bet and raise you this.
These Brits sure make a mean spot of tea.
No, it is good. But, you guys might want to take a look at these. See, I've been crunching some data.
What the dickens?
You have any idea what you're paying on taxes for this stuff? The Earl Grey is not worth it. You are getting ripped off.
God, gee, these Brits are swindling us.
So what are we gonna do about it?
And so the right data can make a huge impact.
Take that, King George.
But only if we take action and activate the data as soon as the opportunity presents itself.
Captain, we've received a telegram. Ice in the area, but no coordinates.
Then it's useless. Continue on our course.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I actually know exactly where the iceberg is. I have all the data right here.
Yeah. Full steam ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find a door to float on. Oh, hey, before you put the sauce on, let the dough rise a little bit.
Let it rise. It'll be too thick and doughy.
No. They're doing it all thin on the East Coast. Here, the data shows the people want it deep.
Well, what are you supposed to cook it in?
In this?
No, that dish is way too deep.
That's the whole point.
Well, how are you supposed to eat it?
With a knife and fork.
With a fork and a knife? No, are you serious?
Just trust me. You're gonna be numero uno. Just the way I like it. Oh, hey, you sure you want to send that Corvette ad to Susan? I mean, she's got 3 kids and she only makes $35,000 a year. Oh, and Jim, he only ever looks at trucks on your website. Maybe a link to the new line of pickups might be a better fit.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how do you know all this stuff anyways?
Oh, you haven't heard about Fullpath's new data enrichment feature? Oh, they're actually running a live stream on it right now. Here, let me show you.
Live from Chicago, Illinois, it's Fullpath's Q3 Live launch. Today's lineup is hotter than a dealership on the last day of the month. We've got your fearless driver behind the wheel, Aaron Horwitz. The queen of client experience, Christina Rosenbach. Our wizard in operations, Edon Michal. And the man who puts the deal in dealership, Mike Colaccio. So now, buckle up, folks, and enjoy the ride.
Yes, here we are live in Chicago. Hello, everybody. How you doing today?
Aaron, we're not just live. We're actually at our first ever customer summit, and we are so excited to be here. We've had 2 amazing days talking to some of the most brilliant minds in the industry about AI, CDPs, and the future of automotive technology.
Yes, it has been very exciting, and we've learned so much, and we're very grateful for all of our customers who are joining on the live stream and also here Christina, what can we do with this amazing collab customer experience? Are we gonna do something more with it?
Yeah, so here's the thing. We realized through these last 2 days that the time is really now. Time is now to talk about AI and to help our dealers come together and figure out how to bring it into their dealership in a meaningful way. So we're taking it on the road.
Amazing. When's that gonna happen?
Yeah, so between now and early next year, we're gonna hit up 2 more cities to bring groups of customers together and do some more collaboration live. So you can expect one in the East Coast and one in the West Coast, and we can't wait for it.
Very exciting. All right, well, we will applaud to that. So here we are at our Q3 2025 launch event. For those who don't know, launch events are when we announce a new exciting product to the market. We've been doing this for years, and it's been the place where we've come to. All right, we're going to switch mics. When you're really live, you're really live. Launch events are the times when we announce a really exciting new product to the market. We do it every single quarter. And the reason we do that is because we want to challenge ourselves at Fullpath to constantly be pushing the innovation envelope for dealers and always bringing to them the next thing that is going to help them with their missions. And we're excited to do that today on a very, very important topic that really connects to AI and CDP. I also just think that as we look at this industry, there's so much transformation going on that the launches, I know it's coming, the next couple quarters, are just going to get more and more exciting. So we're very, very grateful that you're all here, and we're going to tell you all about a very exciting opportunity with our launch, and here we are. Okay, so today we're going to talk about data, and I'm going to first describe the problem, and then we're going to describe the solution, and we're, Christina, going to talk about it in front of customers, which kind of makes me think maybe we should talk to the customers, right?
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about the problem. Let's have a customer talk about the problem. Grant, tell us about how bad data impacts your dealership.
How much time do we have? It really starts, it ends there. I think about when we actually went to even looked at Fullpath, and I asked our marketing director, I was like, I want everything that you do and you try to do perfectly. It needs to be automated and it needs to be accurate, but it ultimately starts with the data and ends with the data. And, I look at when we actually have opportunities to do it right. I'll never forget there was a customer that came in. Perfect example. Professor does not engage with us. BMW customer, 7 to 10 years typically when Purdue professors will buy a vehicle and they'll just show up. And I was leaving, and he said, you probably don't remember meeting me. I really haven't been back much besides service. And he goes, but your emails, they just kept hitting me at the right time, not too much, just enough. And then I saw you drop the price, and I just came in, I got this i5, and we couldn't give those things away. So that data is just so important, but you have to execute on it. And that's the challenge.
Great story.
It's an incredible
Thank you, Grant.
story. Also, it goes to show how important it is that that message is accurate. And that's the challenge we see. There's gaps in data everywhere.
Yeah, and as we move into this era of AI and as we move into more and more marketing automation, the integrity of data, the completeness of data is really, really important. And that's why the CDP that we actually launched, launch event a couple years ago, has become so critical to everything dealers are doing. Now, data today in the dealership ecosystem is not in great shape. And for a lot of reasons. Some of them are just sort of like self-owns. For example, there was a CRM that for years would cut off emails after a certain character limit. It was my name at yahoo.com. It might just end at the first O. Oops. Right. Audio? Great. The other issue might just be manual error or missing information. And when we look at our dealerships and we take a look and analyze their data, we see that there's just a tremendous amount of data missing. 34% of phone numbers are missing. 32% of records are missing emails. 50% of the addresses are incorrect. Now, this is a huge challenge, and frankly, it costs dealers quite a lot of money. If you're sending direct mail to incorrect addresses, you're still paying for the direct mail. It's just a simple example.
Yeah, and there are tons of examples like that where dealers are sending marketing communications to people who they believe own a specific vehicle. Maybe that vehicle has traded ownership in the last year. There are other examples where you're sending emails to the wrong people or trying to target certain people and not able to suppress the right audiences. And again, why are we talking about this? We have customers who experience this daily. Alyssa, tell us a little bit about how this has impacted your dealership.
So, can you hear me? Okay, sure. So to kind of piggyback off of what you're saying, I'll go even a step further. We actually had a few instances where instead of people not having the correct data for themselves, I actually had salespeople getting information for customers because they don't want to use the word lazy, but maybe they didn't, actually take the time to ask a customer, hey, what's your email, what's your phone number, and then we lost them in that cycle. We can never remarket to them. So Fullpath is really helping us kind of bridge that gap because we do have a lot of that going on.
Yeah, so the challenge is, Alyssa just alluded to, is that getting the data right is really difficult. And there's two key difficulties that we're about to solve. And the first difficulty is obviously how manual it is to improve the data. You can go and buy correct data from a data enricher. That file you get might be a mess. You have to do a lot of work to update and improve it. And then the second challenge is that you have to do it in a lot of places. That is what we are going to solve, and introducing data enrichment. Let's give some applause. Data enrichment is the new solution that Fullpath is adding to its CDP to give all of you an ongoing, continuous improvement to your data by partnering with first Equifax and soon others, where we are able to take correct data from these very broadly scaled data companies, and we're able to identify where you have gaps and fill them in. Right, Christina?
That's right, Aaron. And dealers really don't even need to lift a finger. So gone are the days where you have to upload lists, try to figure it out on your own. The way that this new platform works is that it's going to do it autonomously for you. So think of it like an insurance policy for your data. It's always going to be getting cleansed by a third-party partner so that you're able to reach out to your customers at the right time with the right message. What does Mike always say? Market to people.
People,
not numbers.
Not numbers, yeah.
Yes.
So it's going to do a few things for you. Number one, it is going to identify where the gaps are and where you don't have gaps. Okay, and I'll give you an example here. If you know that you have a shopper whose information is correct, you should feel a lot more comfortable spending against that information, right? So let's say you know the title ownership, you know their current address, you know their audience, what advertising audience they belong in. You're much more comfortable spending money advertising to those folks. So number one, it's going to get the data to be correct. Number two, it's going to fill in the gaps. So if you have a missing email address, wonderful. Fill it in and send that email at the right moment at the right time. If you have a wrong or a mistakenly entered email address, fix it. And number two, I think what's very exciting to me, and maybe you'll say a bit about this, is the visibility it gives you into the state of your data.
Yeah, I think that's a key piece because, like you said, it's a confidence thing, right? And I think, it's one thing when you're sending out emails. It's another thing when you're seeing your opt rates start to decline because you're not getting to the right audience. It's also another thing when you're spending a lot of money on direct mail, right? And you don't know if you're sending it to the right addresses. I think we've heard from a lot of dealers that it's a big challenge, and a lot of dealers are trying to optimize for cost per car. Part of doing that, cost per vehicle sold, part of doing that is making sure every single dollar is spent incredibly efficiently. And that's what this is going to solve.
Exactly. So you turn on data enrichment, the machine connects, it starts behind the scenes enriching the data in your CDP, filling in gaps, telling you who's verified, clarifying it, showing it on the shopper profile, and then all the marketing automation that happens, everything that's powered out of your Fullpath CDP or other vendors that you want to work with is suddenly benefiting from that. You're suppressing people who have incorrect information or who may have moved away or are off a vehicle that you thought that they owned. And then you're targeting the folks with the right message at the right time. And that is being continuously integrated behind the scenes, frankly, at a really, really attractive price with full automation. And we are super, super excited to bring that to you so that you'll be able to have an enriched CDP with super strong data.
Yeah. Do we want to show up one example of how it works in the dashboard?
Sure, you can walk through it.
Okay.
There we go.
Do we have a customer here?
Yeah.
Where we were able to enrich a record?
Yeah, we were able to enrich this record.
Okay, so if you take a look at the screen, you can see right here a great example of data enrichment. This dealership in their data had an incorrect source that needed to be enriched. As soon as it was enriched, take a look at that activation. which
Yep.
ultimately turned into what? Our own.
Into a sale.
Into a sale.
And you could see here in the identity resolution, the enrichment came in and cleaned up the mess, filled in the gaps, and you were suddenly able to get the right offer in front of this person, engage them, and bring them together. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to get ROI on your data. We have data enrichment. You want to continue and drive that ROI forward. We're going to introduce
another product. So today's a really special live launch because we don't just have one thing we're releasing to the market. We actually have an announcement that we want to solidify, which is the acquisition of Fuse Dynamic Payments. And we have two people here who want to talk a little bit more about the positive things it's going to bring to our customers.
Let's bring them in.
So let's tag them in.
Let's do it.
All right, Mike, Idan.
Please. All right. Hello, everyone. Great to see everybody. So today is also a big milestone for us. So today we announce our very first acquisition. We've acquired Fuse Dynamic Payments. Congratulations. Yes. This is a very big moment for us, and we're very excited about it. We've been working with the Fuse friends for a few years, and we're always very impressed by their technology. They were able to solve a very meaningful pain for dealers. They were able to generate basically the best payment at the right time for the shoppers. And now with our CDP, we're going to provide another strategic edge for our dealers. Through the CDP, every shopper of our dealers will be able to see the best payment in a unified way across all of the channels. So Mike, tell us a little bit about the experience and how it is going to look like.
Thanks, Idan. Show of hands back here. Who loves updating offers and specials on your website? For those of you that can't see in there was no hands that went up. But I think if you look at this, where a lot of the automation is, and with Fullpath, we really want to focus on if there's a process that can be automated, we want to automate it because we know that dealership time is valuable. And then if you get the offers up on your site and you get them on there, then you have to go through the process to call all of your vendors. I have to call my ad partner. I have to call my agency. I have to call my email provider. I have to call my SMS provider. So we know that that takes time, and one of our clients that was using this for a long time, they equated it at the dealership that they would save 10 hours a month. Now, 10 hours a month in the dealership world, Idan, is like dog years. That's like 7 years. So if you can save 10 hours a month, that solves a big problem, but it also creates a really, really good consumer experience. And when you are doing that, you can be first to market. Idan, when dealers are publishing offers and things change in the middle of the month, how important is that in the customer journey when it gets fully integrated into a CDP?
Oh, well, I heard so many times a dealer that tells me that a shopper just navigated his Facebook account, he saw an amazing offer, and then when he clicked on the button, he landed to the website and saw a totally different payment offer. Did you hear about this in the past? Yes or no?
Marketing 101. What enticed
yeah.
the customer to click on it, and then is that offer going to be there? So that's also a really big thing. So if you think about that, on how that works, is that in the CDP, when we resolve the consumer, it picks up what the offer was. So when they land on the site, that offer is dynamically generated for that individual user, of which what offer was in that ad unit.
What about emails?
So I'm glad you asked, Idan. All of the systems that we use, so within our ecosystem, when that offer is updated and it's going through and it solves a few different things. One is that it solves the pain point of updating your specials page, which is not just specific to a PDF that, if you click on it, it goes to the VDP and that offer is no longer there. It puts multiple offers by model, which is updated by the VIN every single day. So if a new offer comes out in the middle of the month, it will dynamically update that. And once that's updated on your site, that will also be syndicated out to all of the different activation channels. Digital advertising, on-site, SMS, email, and all of those tools, which is really, really exciting. And again, and that's where you create the cohesiveness of the platform. So it's a super exciting product. And when we looked at that to save time of what we want to solve on the automation side is why it made sense for us to go through and make that acquisition with dynamic payments because it solves that problem.
Yeah, so again, we're very exciting. This is also, we also brought some new team members to the team, and we already have a bunch of like people that tried it out with our platform. Can't wait to see other deals like enjoying this strategic benefit of like having that unified experience that ultimately also leads to better performance for dealers.
Great. And then as we're looking at this, again, one of the things that we want to look at is what is the value add? Like the WIFM is what's in it for me? What you can see here is that as we're doing that and consumers are shopping, is that we're giving them a better experience. So as I'm looking for a car, I can actually go to a specials page that's actually connected with offers. The second thing is that if I'm on the VDP, any offers specific to that model has a banner underneath it, so it creates a great shopping experience, ultimately creating better turn on the inventory. So it's a really, really powerful tool. From a consumer experience side, it's really, really impactful.
Can't wait.
It's very exciting, and there's we have a few other tricks up our sleeves, maybe for the next live launch. I know Aaron alluded to that, but if you guys want to check it out, make sure you go to our website, fullpath.com, and we have all of the information. Any of our clients that have already implemented it, and we're getting an unbelievable response from our clients that have seen the level of automation, the time saving, and the consumer experience is really powerful. I would also make sure that you go check out our feature release page. So we're always pushing out products and features based off of your guys' feedback. Just recently, this week, we released two really cool features. One is we integrated recall data into the CDP, which I know is a really big pain point. So that was released this week, and we also, just this morning, released the AI audience building. So you can actually freeform type an audience, and it will dynamically build similar to how you do it in GPT. And that was released this morning. But really, really good page to go through and check out on the site because we're constantly pushing and doing some updates. But I think that's all I got. Do you have anything else, Idan?
No, bunch of exciting stuff to come. And again, thank you. First of all, pleasure to be next to you, Mike. Thank you, everybody, for joining our live lunch here in Chicago and also online. And we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.